Louis had plenty to say about the team's performance on Saturday. Do you still stand by what you said about them after the game?
Yeah, I do, but it probably was a bit harsh. It was like the heat of the battle when I've said it, so I'll probably take back the disgrace for a bit, but we were terrible and everyone knows that, and we've got to improve on Friday.
Yeah, I think it's good from a fan's perspective to see that the players do care and that they do take heart to when you lose games of football.
Yeah, definitely, because it hurts everyone when they lose. Like, fans might not think that, but it does, because it's our job. And when people look at the telly and see Port Vale down at the bottom, and like people think they're laughing at us, so we don't want that, and we got to start from Friday.
Yeah, what's the mood been in the dressing room like? You know, when you're having these kind of defeats, because a lot of people, you're not the first player to come out and criticise the side.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got to try and pull together. Sometimes you can have a bit of a split, but everyone's working together, and we had a good training session today, and hopefully we'll put everything right soon.
And you feel that everyone's pushing in the right direction for the team?
Yeah, definitely. There's no one pulling in opposite directions, and everyone wants the same thing: win games and move up the league where we want to be. So yeah, there's no problems like that.
What do you feel that the problems have been so in recent games or throughout the season really, as why you keep losing these games and are so inconsistent?
I think that's the key of it. Inconsistency. We win a couple, we'll lose a couple, and then we're going a little run where we don't win for a few. So I think that's the main thing. If we get a decent run together for next season, build on from there, I think we can cause teams problems. But until we get consistent, we won't go anywhere. We'll just stay where we are. So if we build on that, hopefully we can have a good season next year.
Yeah, Shane Tudor spoke out last week and said he doesn't think the squad's good enough to be a top 7 side. Is that something that you go along with at the moment?
I think that we've got a good squad. It's just that people either get nervous or are not playing the best at the moment. So I think when we start getting consistent, like I said before, we'll start playing well and the results will roll. And we are a good team, we know that, but we just got to prove it.
Yeah, the manager said he's not going to come out and say that inexperience is an excuse anymore. Is that something that you go along with? Yeah,
definitely. The start of the season, you probably could say it, because we had 6 or 7 players under 22, so you could say at the start. But now we played for 30 odd games in the season, and we're not doing what we should be, like being up in the top of the league. So yeah, we've got to take some criticism and accept it, and we can't just use that excuse anymore. So it's up to us to put it right.
In terms of, you said you've often touched on the interview and say of looking ahead, and 7 games in 22 days, it's a really good chance to get some momentum going. And if you can start winning games, you'll have a good run. Yeah,
definitely. I think if we win 4 or 5 of them, we'll be right back up there. So I think we just got to take each game as it comes. I know it sounds boring, but take each game as it comes, and if we do that, and then we can hopefully get a few points and start climbing the league again.
And finally, in terms of looking ahead to Friday, how is it important that if things do start to go badly, that the fans stay with you and don't get on your backs if you start losing?
Yeah, it's nice to have such a big fan base, because they're great fans when everything's going right, but they pay good money to come and watch us, and if things aren't going right, they're going to voice their opinion. So I respect that from them, but try and keep with us, because we are trying to play football, and I know sometimes it doesn't look like we are, but we are definitely trying to play.
And you think that the club is gradually moving in the right direction under Dean?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's trying to get his opinions across, and he's not had that long in charge. So we'll have to wait until next season to see, like the fans can see how far we've actually gained, and hopefully we'll be knocking on promotion next season.